open to discussions if there's something constructive that can be contributed by Iran, if Iran is prepared to do something that is going to respect the integrity and sovereignty of Iraq and the ability of the government to reform.
Can you see cooperating with Iran militarily?
At this moment, I think we need to go step by step and see what, in fact, might be a reality. But I wouldn't rule out anything that would be constructive to providing real stability, a respect for the Constitution, a respect for the election process, and a respect for the ability of the Iraqi people to form a government that represents all of the interests of Iraq, not one sectarian group over another. It has to be inclusive, and that has been one of the great problems of the last few years. I think we are open to any constructive process here that could minimize the violence, hold Iraq together, the integrity of the country, and eliminate the presence of outside terrorist forces that are ripping it apart.
Lindsey Graham said the seeds of 9/11 are being planted all over Iraq and Syria.
Well, there is no question but that there are people plotting against the United States in different parts of that region.
But what about particularly Iraq and Syria and ISIS?
Particularly Iraq and Syria and ISIS. They clearly are focused not just there, but they're focused on trying to do harm to Europe, to America, and other people. And that's why we believe it is so important for us to be engaged and to be leading an effort to try to deal with this.
What's your response to airstrikes just aren't the answer here?
Well, they're not the whole answer, but they may well be one of the options that are important to be able to stem the tide and stop the movement of people who are moving around in open convoys and trucks and terrorizing people. I mean, when you have people murdering, assassinating in these mass massacres, you have to stop that. And you do what you need to do if you need to try to stop it from the air or otherwise. If Americans obviously feel very powerfully about not putting boots back on the ground in Iraq, so we'll consider what options are available to us.
Some are suggesting that Maliki should resign.
Well, that's up to the Iraqi people, and it's up to the government formation process. I don't think the United States should be issuing instructions or orders. I don't think any country should.
Could that be further destabilizing?
But I think we should work. It depends, not necessarily at all. If there is a clear successor, if the results of the election are respected, if people come together with the cohesiveness necessary to build a legitimate government that puts the reforms in place that people want, that might wind up being very salutary.